when we call it the Biden regime, it literally is a regime. It believes that it is entitled to power. It believes that you and I, fellow citizens, are the enemy, and it treats us as such, and it is writing and executing the law in a manner in which makes you and I the enemy. Like Aristotle said, what does the tyrant do? He goes after the citizen, and he says the citizen is a have, the non-citizen is the poor, downtrodden have-not, and the have-not rules supreme in this country, and we're friends with them and not with you jerks who, by virtue of the fact that your parents were here and birthed you as a citizen, have made you a citizen as well. We don't want your kind of citizen anymore. We want that kind of citizen, who ironically, is not a citizen at all. Not a citizen at all. Think about this. You can... The great melting pot theory. You could say, back in the day, that you could absorb however many hundreds of thousands per year, Irish, Italian, other immigrants, into the United States. When they got here, they would fight with each other. Martin Scorsese made a freaking movie about it, Gangs in New York. Watch the movie with, what's the nut job actor who wins all the Oscars? Daniel Day-Lewis, who plays Bill, I can't remember the guy's name. He's a real creepster. But in any event, in the Gangs in New York, they meet at the 5 Points, and they literally did this. Now, after a generation or two, they were assimilated into an American culture that celebrated the 4th of July, an American culture that then had this thing called a Memorial Day, an American culture that then was watching baseball, and moms were making apple pies, and Babe Ruth was swatting balls out of Yankee Stadium, and they were naming candy bars after him. There was some goodness there. That was a culture. You can say what you want about it. You can say it wasn't complicated. Okay, fine. Granted, it wasn't medieval Christendom. But it was a culture, and it was identifiable, and it wasn't all bad.